Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is MARDILLA Ahmad. Here I will explain about a work by Hanif Qureshi, namely My Son the Fanatic. Qureshi is a British writer and filmmaker of Pakistani descent. He was born on December 5, 1955 in Bromley, Kent, England. Qureshi works often explore themes of race, identity, sexuality, and cultural classes, drawing from his own experience as British Pakistani individuals. Qureshi gained the promise in the 1980s with the screenplay for the film My Beautiful Landred. Directed by Stephen French, the film explores issues of race, sexuality, and social class in theater, and obtained and received critical acclaim. It marked the beginning of Qureshi's successful career as screenwriter. In addition to this screenwriting work, Qureshi is also known for his novels, short stories, and plays. Some of his notable works include the novel The Buddha of Suburia, which won the Whitworth Award for First Novel and was adapted into a miniseries, and the play The Black Album, which tackles themes of religious and cultural extremes. Qureshi writing often delves into the complexities of multiculturalism, the experience of immigrants and their descendants, and the challenge of navigating between different cultural identities. His work often challenges social norms and explores themes of desire, sexuality, and personal freedom. Aside from his literary career, Qureshi has also worked as a filmmaker and director. He directed films such as London Kills Me and The Mother, which further explore his recurring themes of identity and relationships. Throughout his career, Hanif Qureshi has received numerous awards and accolades for his contributions to literature and films. His works continue to be widely studied and celebrated for the insight, exploration of contemporary issues, and the insightful portrayal of multicultural Britain. Quraysh gained prominence in the 1918 with the screenplay for the film My Beautiful Landred, directed by Stephen French. In 1919, Quraysh published his debut novel, The Buddha of Suburia. Quraysh's other notable novels include The Black Albums. In addition to his novels, Quraysh has written numerous screenplays, and essays. Some of his notable screenplays include Sammy and Rice's Get Light and London Kills Me. He has also written plays such as Borderline and The Mother. My Son the Fanatic is a character short story written by Hanif Qureshi. Set in the modern-day London, the narrative explores the themes of cultural clash, religion's fundamentalism, and the complexities of identity. The story revolves around Pervez, a Pakistani immigrant taxi driver, and his relationship with his son Ali. Pervez, who has embraced the Western lifestyle and values, is shocked to witness his son growing devotion to a strict form of Islamic fundamentalism. Ali's behavior becomes increasingly right, and his action perplexes his father. Pervez tries to understand Ali newfound faith and attempts to bridge the gap between the but he struggles to comprehend in depth of his son's voice as the story progresses. The transition between father and son escalates, leading to a clash of ideologies. Perfect friendship with a prostitute named Bettina adds another layer to the narrative. Bettina becomes of confidence for Purvis, allowing him to vent his frustration and confession to share conversations. Purvis gains insight into the complexities of human desires and the limits of tolerance. The story rises in Seattle just after when Pervez discovers Alice's involvement in the radical Islamic group. Pervez is torn between his love for his son and his allegiance to the society he has come to adopt. The climax of the story explores the sacrifices and choice Pervez must make to reconcile his conflicting loyalties. My son the fanatic delves into the struggles of immigrant families trying to navigate the clash between cultures, tradition and modernity. It challenges nations of identity, assimilation, and the nature of white courage. Story provides a thought-provoking examination of the complex of familial relationship and the challenge of living in a diverse and ever-changing society. Hanif Kureish, the British writer and filmmaker, is known for his insightful exploration of identity, cultural clashes, and personal relationships in his literary works. While it's not possible to provide a comprehensive analysis of Quraysh's personal life, I can highlight some similarities and differences between his life and his literary works based on the information available up until my knowledge cut off in September. Themes of cultural identity. Quraysh work often delve into themes of cultural identity, exploring the experience of individuals caught between different cultural backgrounds. This exploration of identity is also reflected in Quraysh's own life. He is of mixed English and Pakistan heritage, which has undoubtedly influenced his perspective on cultural identity and the challenge of navigating between different worlds. Exploration of family dynamics. Quraysh's works frequently delve into complex family dynamics, portraying strained relationships, generational conflict, and the impact of cultural difference within families. These themes can be seen as reflective of Quraysh's personal experience and observations, although the specifics of his personal family life are not extensively documented. Examination of sexuality and relationships. Quraysh writing often tackle themes of sexuality, including exploring unconventional relations, sexual identity, and the complex of human desires. His personal life has also been open about his own exploration of sexuality and his relationships, contributing to the authentic and personal resonance of these themes in his works. Difference: autobiography elements. While Qureshi works might draw inspiration from his personal experience, it is important to note that are fictional and not direct autobiographical accounts. His work often incorporated elements of imagination and storytelling to craft engaging narrative, rather than being direct reflections of his own life. Artistic license. As a writer, Qureshi has the freedom to create character situations and narrative that might not directly mirror his own life. While his work may be influenced by his personal experience, he also exercises artistic license to explore various perfections and scenarios beyond in immediate reality. Creative impertience. While Crash War may contain elements that resonate with his personal experience, it is essential to approach theme and distinct artistic characters. Literary works often involve imaginative interpretations and may incorporate fictional elements that derive from an author's actual life. It is worth noting that my knowledge is based on information available up until September, and there might have been developments or new insight into Corey's personal life since then. Profess is the main character and protagonist of the story. He represents the conflict between traditional values and modernity. Entirely Profess in the piece as a hard-wing and liberal-minded individual who has embraced Western culture. He indulges in alcohol, has a closer relationship with his customers, and aspires to live the good life. However, as the story progresses, he becomes increasingly concerned and confused about his son's transformation. Perfect symbolizes the struggle of immigration who face challenges in reconciling their cultural roots with the new environment they inhabit. Ali. Ali Perfection is a complex character who undergoes a significant transformation. He started as Westernized young man sharing his father's liberal lifestyles. However, Ali's experience at university led him to adopt a radical interpretation of Islam. He became critical of his father's choice and challenged the values he preferred as corrupting the fight. Ali's character represents the clash between generation and the follower of fundamentalism in response to perfect moral desire. Bettina. Bettina is Perry's pursued client turned friend. She serves as a symbol of acceptance and understanding across cultural boundaries. Despite their structured different lives, Bettina demonstrates compassion and empathy towards Perry's situations. She offers a perspective to challenge Perry's presents notions about religions and cultural identity. The fundamentalist group talk in the individual character. In the radical sense, the fundamentalist group allegiance represents a collective force that influences belief and actions. The group still adhere to Islamic principles as they interpret him as a catalyst for Ali radicalizations. The reference, the color, and the dangers of extremist ideology that can exploit vulnerable individuals searching for identity and purpose. My son the fanatic offers a poignant exploration of cultural classes, religions, extremes, and the interact dynamics within families. Talk its will developed character and thought-provoking themes, the story encourages readers to reflect on the complex of identity, the impact of cultural and generations difference, and the search for meaning and belonging in an increasingly diverse world. Overall, my son the fanatic delivers a message the energetical examination of extremist ideology emphasizes the need for open dialogue and understanding in the face of cultural clash and underscores the significance of expense and love within families even in challenging circumstances.